All right, morning everybody. Running the line, those first sets we got yesterday set, the beaver set, those couple of otter sets, the bobcat set, nothing in any of those this morning. We're just making our rounds. Right down here is that pipe set with the snares. Both of them are still standing, nothing crossed yet. But I believe I can see something happen down here last night. I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna climb down here and check. This was that crossing. We picked up the otter at the beginning of season, got it set back yesterday. So we're gonna climb down here and see what might have happened here last night. Guys, yesterday marked 1 year on my YouTube videos, or actually my YouTube page, even starting the page up. So glad to have that. Guys, looks like we got a little beaver. So there is a few in here. This is gonna be a this year's kid, it looks like. Well, maybe a 2-year-old. We'll get down there and get him out of there and see. We thought we had all the beaver out of here. Evidently we don't. Still some small ones in here. But anyway, guys, yesterday marked 1 year for my YouTube. I had no idea about YouTube or anything whenever I started this journey, and I've been amazed at all the support and how fast the channel's grown, and I'm really glad that I made that decision to do it. Yeah, guys, just a juvenile beaver there. We're gonna get him out of there and get this reset. See if we can pick up some more of them. But guys, whenever I started this YouTube journey, started making these videos, and real quick I told myself, set a goal that I wanted to film every day of my trap line for 1 year, for one whole season. And come January the 8th will be the 1 year anniversary of my first video that I put out. And so we're real close to reaching that goal. So guys, once that goal's reached, I'm gonna have to reevaluate the way I've been doing the channel. I've been recording every morning of my line, and then been going home, putting animals up, editing the video, and getting it ready to post the next morning on YouTube. So you guys have been just a day behind my trap line on most of my videos. For you guys that's followed along since the very beginning, I don't know, thank you. It's been an awesome journey. We've got a lot of new people that are joining in, and guys, when we reach January 8th, reach that anniversary that I was wanting to get to, I'm not going to be doing videos every morning like I had been. I just can't keep it up. I've got other obligations that I've got to do. It takes too much time to get those videos up. But that being said, guys, I'm still gonna have a YouTube channel. I'm still gonna produce videos and put some out there. I just don't know at what capacity or how just yet. But for you guys that are just now joining and just finding the channel, if you want to see my whole season, guys, go back to that very first video that I recorded, and it'll pick up on January 8th 2002 and continue all the way through my season, and you'll be able to go back and watch those videos just if you hadn't seen them already. And I believe there's a lot of good information in them as well that can be picked up and used on your lines. And guys, I'll say it again, I'm no professional. I don't do this for a living. It's just something I really enjoy doing. I wanted to share my trap line with you guys. so that you'll be able to pick up something that I do, my way of doing it, not necessarily the right way, but hopefully you can pick up something to use on your lines. All right, guys, I'm super excited to see that beaver down there. I was hoping it was an otter, but just glad to have a catch this morning. We're gonna get on the other side of this lake and check that otter trail we set real heavy yesterday. Hopefully those otters move through it and we'll have one over there. All right, guys, pulling up over here. This number 11 that we put over here on this side is laying out here on the ground, tripped, kind of chain pulled tight. We're gonna go ahead and step over here real quick and check these traps. Not seeing any grass laid down yet. Right here's our cool spring trap. It's still set. Let's continue down this trail, guys. Looks like our TS-85 is still going to be set here. Oh, it's not. Right there's our culprit. Right up there. We knew we'd be picking some of these guys up. But I'm sure he's the culprit that missed that other one as well. I'm gonna get over here and get him taken care of. That small coon there. Go ahead and walk this out over here to this edge and check this one we got set right on the edge here. It's funny how you get something in your mind. Like I called this an otter trail, and we do it, deer hunters do it, everybody does it. Whatever you're hunting, whatever you're after is the, I can see that trap still set right there, guys, right on the edge of the water. But it's funny how whatever you got on your mind that you're after, whether it's deer, otter, raccoon, or anything, you designate that trail to just that animal. It's just habit, I guess. Even though I know better, I do it all the time. But I was out here yesterday, I called this an otter trail. Obviously this morning, we were reminded that coons use this trail as well. So, just something to keep in mind, guys. Every animal that comes through here, whether it be otter, mink, raccoon, possum, skunk, are going to be using these same trails. So when you get those incidental catches, don't be too disappointed, because I mean, your trap's working, you caught something just like you wanted it to do, it just wasn't the animal you're after, and that's going to happen. But that tells me that this trap is worked good where I put it. It was in a good spot because it caught the animal that come through here. That long spring at number 11 up there, we had a miss, probably the same raccoon, and I didn't have it. It tells me I didn't have it exactly in the right spot. And one thing I'm probably going to do, and I meant to do this morning, and I didn't do it, was grab some dog proofs and throw some dog proofs on this trail up here on top of this levee, and that's going to help pick these coons up and leave these other traps working. So we'll have a coon caught, and if otters come through, this trap's still working and not plugged up with a raccoon. So that's an option too, guys. If you're in an area like this, that's something you could do. It's something I meant to do this morning. I have to remember when I get home to throw those traps in the truck. Alright guys, step down here. I'm gonna get this long spring back working. Little raccoon's about the same size as that beaver this morning. Take that chain and put back under that trap there, guys. Push it back down in the bed. And take some of this ground stuff, and we're just gonna put it on top of that trap. Just stand up these edges. All right, here we go, guys. All right, guys, we're back down here, another property now. We've got the foothold garden is crossing on both sides up under the grass over there. And then over here this morning, this trap was tripped. What it is, where we call it the skunk at. So something to come over here investigating that skunk. And I don't remember if we defined this little cubby back up or not, where we had the bait at. But it's all pushed down flat this morning. So what I did is just kind of stood it up again on the edges. And I went ahead and punched a dirt hole in here. Trap's still bedded in the original bed right here in front of it, and we just punched a dirt hole, put some bait and lure down in that hole, kind of built up the sides a little bit. And so hopefully now we'll give them one area to concentrate on. They'll come in on top of the trap. But I just wanted to show you guys that, just a remake, changing it up a little bit. And this trap over here is still guarding this little cubby up underneath this grass that we got. So still working. We can get on down here and check the other end of this. Hopefully that water's gone down to where we can get in there and check those water traps, get over to the other side and make sure those footholds are still working on that trail. But we'll see you guys over there in a second. All right, guys, the water's still too high to get over there to the other side. I can drive over there. Probably what I'll do, I'll probably go down here and come back down that other side just to check those footholds on top, make sure they're still working. This foothold here, guys, still working. Nothing's been through here. I went in and took a pretty strong lure. And just tossed right over on this stick right there over on the edge of the overhang. Just something comes along this edge. Hopefully it'll get over here and investigate. We got our trap still guarding right here on top of that trail. We'll just pull some of this grass over here. Just kind of direct them right to that trap. The snare's still working here too, guys. We still got that snare right there underneath that stick, guarding this trail. Of course, this water rolling like it is, there's probably nothing going to be using it for a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and step over here and check this other trap. We've been checking it from afar. I'm gonna go ahead and walk down there, make sure that it's still operating while we're here. Then we'll get over there and get that snare set. Or checked, get that snare checked over there that we got set, and head to the house and check those traps there. Well, check back in with you guys. All right, guys, we made it over here to the other side. You can see that trail going right through here and right through here, meet up right here, and then goes right through here. Right there's our trap, and then right down there's our second trap. But we made those catches here, and it's tore that ground up pretty good. What I'm gonna do is just come around on this outside edge, this taller grass, pull some of this taller grass up. We're just going to kind of cover that bare spot that's been made with this taller grass. Those animals know that this trail is here, but they can also tell it's been disturbed quite a bit. So we're just going to kind of blend in the whole area a little bit, just like we would a trap bed. Blending in that trap in its bed, but I want to take that just a little bit farther and kind of blend in this whole area around where that catch circle's been made. That's already starting to look better, guys. Just kind of define that trail through there, putting that grass back up on the edges. One more time, be good. Well, there we go, guys. See what we're creating? We're just kind of creating that trail back. Right across the trap bed. Well, that looks a lot better than just the bare ground, tore up ground there. Just give them a spot for their eyes to go as they're traveling across here. Hopefully in a day or two that water will be back down and those animals will start using this crossing again. But I'll get down there and check that snare now, guys. All right, guys, so now we can see that trail going through there, right through here. And as we got about right in here earlier, it was just bare. From there after, it was just bare, laid down dirt. But now we've defined that trail all the way across both those traps to the edge going down there. And that's gonna help when those animals come through here. It's gonna, instead of having them slow down, pause, check out that bare dirt, hopefully they'll just keep moving, not give it a second thought, because that's defined there in front of them. All right, guys, we made it over here to the snare, and I hadn't showed you guys it in a while. But anyway, got it guarding this trail. It's where we tracked them going through the snow at. Got it set for a coyote. And guys, my patience, being a beaver trapper, I'm used to going in, catching a beaver, catching a colony within a 7-10 day period and moving on to a new spot. So when I set these coyote sets and these predator sets, the patience, I'm so used to catching those beaver quick and moving on to somewhere else. It's really hard for me to be patient and wait for the predators to make their rounds. But that's what we got to do if we make predator sets. But that being the case, guys, I've taken a real strong predator bait, Craven's Violator 7, and all I've done, I've taken the top of this stick right here, or this piece of grass, and I just bent the top of that piece of grass down into this Craven's Violator 7, high up in the air. So what I'm hoping that's going to do is permeate that scent in this entire area. So if anything comes down the other side of that fence or comes down the side of that ditch, hopefully they'll get a whiff of this being up high. The air can get it. They're going to come over here and investigate, and we've got the trail, this one trail that goes across right here that they're used to using. We've got it guarded with that snare. So my hope is by doing that, it's going to draw those predators to this one spot instead of waiting for them to come through and use it. So just give you another idea, something to think about. And we're going to head to the house now, guys. Nothing over here this morning, so we're going to head back to the house and get Kinsley's sets checked there, and those few other predator sets I've got out. Get them rebaited probably after this big freeze and rain, and make sure everything's working, and do a little touching up on those. I'll check in with you when we get over there. All right, guys, we made it back over here to the house. That's where we had the skunk caught that day, and then I think we had a miss here one day. But I'm gonna go ahead and, our hose kind of collapsed in on itself here. So I'm gonna go ahead and redefine that hole back in there. Alright guys, the trap's still sitting right here, just covered with these leaves. It should be working. Just gonna take some of our bait, throw back in that hole. We'll take a little bit of lure that we got here. I'll just use that same strong lure I got in my pocket, Cravens. Just gonna a little bit on this stick right here, guys, and we're just gonna push it back up in that hole too. And now we've got this refreshed. Hopefully something come along, see it and check it out, and we'll have a catch here. Looking across the ditch, there's nothing in that trail set, and we're gonna go on around, get these other sets checked while we're in here. Gray squirrel going up that ditch over there. I don't know if you guys will be able to see him or not. All right guys, same thing here. Here's this log set. We've still got our hole up under here. Our trap's still guarding it here. We're just gonna go ahead and refresh our bait and lure after that freeze and rain. We've made a couple of catches here, so yeah, not gonna hurt anything. It's some of my coyote lure that I made first time trying it. We're gonna take a good portion of it and squirt on that log there. I'm gonna take some of this commercial lure here, guys. Take a generous portion of it, and we're gonna put it on that hole, rub it up the end of that log there, and call that one ready to go. Move on around here, guys, where I drove that bone into the ground, and we're going to get it rebaited and get Kinsley's sets working back. I know one of the dog proofs got washed off, and that one little edge set we got there on the water, it's clogged up, so we're going to get around there and get them checked. All right guys, same thing here. I went ahead and had another bone in the back of the mule, so I went ahead and drove another bone down right here. This is our original one. Our trap's bedded right here, and I added some bait in the cavity of this bone. Over here on this one, I added some lure in that cavity and just a little bit on top. And then guys, we'll step right over here into where we got this fox set, and we're going to rebait it up. We made a couple of catches here as well. I'm gonna drop some bait down in there, and then I got some fox food lure. But we're gonna get a good portion on that stick and use that stick to push that bait down to the bottom of that hole. And then we got that fox lure. We'll pour a little bit up here on the side of this tree, let it drip down. All right guys, so I'm just gonna step over here and redo everything over here, unless we got a catch. I'm not gonna show you guys. This will be the end of the video. If we got a catch, I'll show you. But guys, I mentioned while I was redoing that beaver video earlier that this marks a year time doing the YouTube, and I'm gonna change it up here pretty soon, stop doing the videos every day. And if you guys want to, you can go back to the very first video I ever did on my YouTube channel and start right there, and that'll take you from this point until the end of my trapping season last year. A lot of good information in there, but I'll give you a warning guys. When I started YouTube, I didn't have any idea, I didn't have any clue how to operate it, edit a video, record a video, upload it to YouTube. That first video took me 3 days to finally figure out how to get it uploaded, and the quality of it's not that good. And that goes on for pretty good several videos before I finally end up getting a good GoPro and figuring out how it worked, and finally getting a good editing program on my computer where I could edit the videos pretty good. But anyway guys, thanks. It's been an awesome journey. thank you guys. If it wasn't for you guys' support, I probably wouldn't still be doing them. But anyway, thanks again, and we'll see you next video.